watching this after the live stream, the description box has the timestamp, which is always 3 minutes, so you can skip ahead to that. Otherwise, we'll just wait for those who want to watch it on live now. I'm just going to shuffle. And yeah, if you're watching this after the live, you can just skip ahead. We will be going live with the reading at 3 minutes, so don't go away, whoever that is that's come on. I've already shuffled the cards, they're all ready, and you should see what's at the bottom of each of these decks. They're amazing. Of course, I will shuffle when we start the reading, okay, as well. And we've got 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 seconds, seconds. I am on live. Hi, guys. This is the Virgo Daily, or whenever you tune into this is timeless. Let's have a look and have a see. This obviously started at 3 minutes. I have shuffled all the cards, and I'll show you the bottom of the deck before we get into the reading. We have the Wheel of Fortune. That is amazing. Where you've been held back before, things are going to start moving forward. The Ten of Cups was actually not far from the bottom. In this deck, we've got the 10 of Cups. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Cups, and the Lovers. So there's some amazing luck coming in love, in money, who knows? And the story may be different for each of you, Virgo. Let's have a look and see what's here. So what do you need to know the most right now? What does the Virgo need to know the most right now? And then we'll look at possible challenges and how Spirit is trying to help you, as well as your past, present, and future energy. Virgo, challenge for Virgo. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And, wow. Now, I've just done the collective on the live section of my channel. So if, after you've watched this, if you weren't on there, if you want to go back and watch the collective for the day, the Justice card came up in exactly the same position. So, you know, this may be just what's going on a whole right now. We've got two majors, so it's a major deal. We just had the new moon in Virgo recently, right, about a week ago. You're still feeling into this energy. You'll still feel this. And on the 7th of September, we've got the eclipse, the first eclipse in Virgo. September and October is going to be a huge month for you. You have October and November energy here as well, with the Death card and the Justice card. And we have the Eight of Cups in what you need to know the most right now. Let's have a look at your past, present and future energy. Recent past for Virgo, please, Spirit. So there's some beautiful energies here. Like there's so much like processing of healing, acknowledgement of healing, the understanding of healing. Recent past, we have the Six of Wands and Sagittarius energy, balance, very nice. Okay. Now, I just have to note that in the challenge position for some of you, the Death card did come up in the reverse. So we're going to leave it like that in the reverse. You got the Page of Fire in your current energy, which is really nice. And you've got future energy, the World. No way. So this came out also in the collective that I've just done on the live section of my channel. So go ahead and watch that. Right. Virgo, what is going on? Okay, so we've got the Eight of Cups, which is, it is a healing energy. It does have, it's the only card in the tarot that has an eclipse, that is eclipse energy as well. In the Rider-Waite-Smith, there is an eclipse on the actual card itself. So, you know, this is about the understanding, Virgo, that you have to, for your own sake and for your own self and possibly people around you, to find something that's going to fulfill you. So you may be in a relationship that's not fulfilling. You may be in a job that isn't. You may be even with a person like in a marriage that isn't, okay, isn't not fulfilling. Or you may just on a soul and spirit level not feel like yourself, or you just feel like there's something missing, like there's something wrong, like in the recent, like this is what you need to know the most. So if you're feeling this, you're going through this process of release and looking for that ninth cup, right? Looking for satisfaction. So there's like a desire here, especially with the Page as well in your present energy. There's this desire for adventure, desire for passion, desire for pleasure, possibly desire for something to really ignite you in your belly, right? But it doesn't mean to say it has to be a person. We can't relate everything to love. But if it is love for you, then that's what it is. But ultimately, it's coming back to what's going to fill you, because not even like a person can completely make you 100%. If they were to leave, then what happens to your own like cup of love within inside yourself, right? So we have to take note of that too. So it's basically the search for something meaningful in life, spiritual, emotional growth. Okay, so there's something here about that. Now we're going to use the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, I think, to clarify this Eight of Cups in what you need to know the most. So there's like definitely going to be, because he is on this card, he's going to the surface, right? He's been under the water and he's going to the surface. So possibly you've been in a pensive mood in the past week or two, and you've been really thinking about what success means to you and how you're going to create it, or how, you know, if there's a tower that possibly you have to create. Yeah, look at this, what you have to release on the split. We also have on the other side the Ace of Cups, like what you, that Ninth Cup, right? And it's what to need to release, because there's a need here, because this is in the challenge position, to release something to make way for that Ninth Cup. Interesting. Okay, and then the number 13 is the Death card. So this is in the challenge, but we're clarifying the Eight of Water. On the split again, we've got the Seven of Swords. So maybe something's been revealed to you, Virgo, or you have some sort of intuitive feeling something has gone on or something is going on. But you have the Five of Cups on the split now, which means that, and this also was the first card in the collective today, so they're very intertwined, which means that if it has got to do with a person you've already sort of like emotionally and mentally possibly already left, although physically possibly not yet. Okay, what else do we have? So there could be some sort of, yeah, look at that, and the split Ninth Cup. So that's Spirit basically saying that is in a nutshell there. Let's have a look and see with the clarifiers. 3, please, Spirit. 3 clarifiers. The desire to move on, the desire to learn something new, the search for something like more meaningful. What can you learn? What can you work on? The 9, the 8, to be more financially independent, okay? But I do feel that if that is your story, someone is going to, you're not going to be able to take everyone with you. We've said this all it's like a repetition nearly of every day last week. So some of you have gone through it, some of you are still going through it. And it's very hard to release this, what or whoever this is, because it's a challenge. But Spirit is saying it is time to move on with the Justice energy in the upright, and there's a need here to do something right here. You're going through internal spiritual complete transformation. It is the end of a situation, and it's very difficult. You could have been with someone, if this is a person, for 20 years or 10 years. It's obviously at some level it's going to be emotionally painful, but the contract is over. Three of Swords, yeah, and then there's the Five of Cups. So there's grief that goes with this. For some of you haven't sort of like moved away from the grief. There could be guilt, there could be shame and blame, and there's all these things that go along, all these emotions that go along with release. Come on, little ant, come on. Don't run all over the cards. I don't want to squish you. Okay. So call out to Archangel Azrael for support here. Or Archangel Ragul is also here, and Archangel Zadkiel. And then you've got the Eight of Cups again. I love it when Spirit does that. It's sort of like, and that's the end of the story. Like we've gone from the beginning to the end of that part. And of course it won't be for everybody. I understand that. But if you've clicked on this, there may be something in here for you. And then you've got the Justice. How Spirit is trying to help you. Spirit is trying to help you see and understand that the right thing needs to be done, and that it is almost like Judgment Day, where there needs to be a rebirth, and there needs to be a fair and just decision, and there needs to be an ending of something. And do what you know is right, and stand up for your beliefs, and possibly your way of thinking or behaving has changed here, and there's a realization that something has to end. So you can work on something new. It could be finances for some, it could be a project, resources, it could be building up your bank account so you can travel. Like there's lots of different things it could be. Okay, not everyone has the same dream and goal. Let's have a look and see what else we have here for the Justice energy. Yeah, something was unfair. And it could have been you, Virgo. You could have been unfair in a situation. This could have been like something that was like third party situation. That there could have been whatever you feel on like a karma dharma level, like what has happened in the past and what you want to bring in the future, which is that karma, right? Dharma's in the past, karma's in the future. You want, it's almost like there's a sense of forgiveness here as well. And Spirit's saying they're really trying to help you get like your mind in balance, especially so that you'll be able to release something. Okay. And there's your Virgo card at the bottom of the deck. Let's have a look at recent past. You've got balance and you've got Six of Wands. So something could have happened that could have made you really super happy. You could be getting towards or closer to doing something as well, because that Temperance card, which is Angel of Patience and Divine Timing, is here. And in the recent past, you're seeing like the light at the end of the tunnel. You're seeing something, it's coming in, or it's going to come in, okay? Because you've had the faith, because you've kept divinely guided, spiritual, and there's going to be growth coming from this. So there's definitely good news on the way, or has been good news on the way. Where it's been stalled, where you weren't sure, it's almost like whatever decision you're making to move forward and move on, it can be from a job as well. You know, like in the recent past, you've been patient and you know you're doing the right thing. And the Page of Fire in the present is, and more exciting news coming in, where you're able to be very authentic and use your ingenuity to bring something in that's creative. There's confidence here. There's a bit of mischievousness here as well with the Page of Fire. Some of you could be thinking of traveling, or you're almost imminently going somewhere, possibly towards a masculine that you want to see or want to date. Who knows? Okay, let's have a look and see. We have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, masculine, and you have the Nine of Wands. So some of you are super excited about starting something new, want to be creative, want to start a new project, want to get excited again. And then there may be someone that you're like, but, right? How is this person going to feel? Or like, you could even be questioning your own self about your own like mind and how you're processing things. But there's this like huge pull to do something new and for it to be super fun. Okay, especially if it's travel. There's a lot of travel cards here. Okay, so the world is here. 9 of Cups. You will reach, because this is what's coming for you, Virgo. You will reach this 9 of Cups. And for a lot of you, it is moving somewhere, relocating. And it could be even somewhere you haven't been before. Sorry, somewhere you have been before. And there's the Page of Wands again, okay? So, you know, there's some sort of brand new start here, possibly in relation to travel or moving work or moving to a different state, or, you know, you've been thinking of it. And if you've been thinking of that, Virgo, it's coming in for you, right? The opportunity's here with the world. So near future, you've got the close of a cycle. You have Archangel Michael on this card. So call out to Archangel Michael as well for support. You've got a lot of majors in your reading. You have 4. Okay, you have 4 majors. That's like a lot. And you're moving towards a path of enlightenment with this ending and new beginning, and a lot of new opportunities. So stay excited. There's an exciting information coming through to you or a person. What else do we have with the 9 of Wands? 8 of Wands. So you've got a lot of fire in your energy today, right? And 9 of Swords in the reverse. So whatever you're starting, because you're doing the right thing and making a choice for yourself and all parties involved, and the right choice, you're able to move forward, but not just move, like you're moving quickly forward. The 9 of Wands is fast. The 8 of Wands is fast, okay? And you're not worried because you've got faith. You've got faith that this next cycle is going to bring a lot of opportunities. What else is it going to bring for Virgo? And then that was your reading for today, Virgo. So I hope you enjoyed it. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, that leaving that lack of mentality, leaving the confusion behind, leaving the worry behind, leaving some sort of illusion you had about what you actually wanted when it's not what you wanted. So you're getting clarity. And this is what's coming in for you, Virgo. Anything else? You're taking your time as well. You're not rushing into anything. I mean, I don't think Virgos have rushed into anything anyway for so long, because it's been such a long need, you know, patience. And there's your 4 of Wands and your Wheel and your 10 of Pentacles. So this is what you have to look forward to, Virgo, but it does stem on making a just and fair decision, and there may be other people involved in that decision, but what's coming in is security, stability. This is beautiful. This are big changes, big changes coming in towards you, Virgo. I'm excited. I'm a Virgo sun. There's a lot of adventure. If you do the right thing, Virgo, you will not go wrong. I hope you enjoyed the reading today.